you find the longer you're on your mission that the Lord sends you to humble people. And at least in Eagle, my last area, it seemed like everybody that we would talk to was going through something ridiculously hard. And I found that it was a trend that way, and it made me really sad because I was like, why are all these people so upset? Like, what's wrong with this town that everyone is having these issues? But I found that it's not that everybody was having a terrible time. It was that God was sending us to the people who needed the gospel at that time in their life. Without being too personal, I just saw a lot of people who you just show up at the exact right time. A lot of that members in that area showed us that they had been converted that way, that missionaries showed up right as they had, fallen to their knees and were screaming at heaven, and missionaries knock on the door. And I just remember seeing that so many times that, maybe they weren't praying at that second, but they had prayed us to their doorstep. And I think it's just the most fulfilling thing to know that, like, you were guided there. And so inspired planning is one of my favorite things, because even though sometimes you have a whole day to fill and you don't know what you're going to do with the day, if you ask Heavenly Father, there's always somewhere He needs you to be. And as you listen throughout the day, I think you always end up in the right place. He can guide you to certain areas and certain people because they need you. And not necessarily you, but they need the gospel. And you're the conduit at that time. And so I think just constantly be listening for where you need to be, and then you'll always be in the right place.